Yes.
Are we live?
Hello.
I believe we're live.
Are we live?
Old Joyce, is he there now?
Give it a sec for this thing to start. This shit right here, it ain't for the faint of heart.
God damn, it's the DaPillaManz.
Going on, motherfuckers. This is the business, aka you guessed, Mech Guns, aka Lil Mac 10, aka Brown from Barren Wasteland, aka the Earth is flat to a dumbass. 3X stupid. Yeah, I don't know how they understand that fucking shit. Like the Earth, the globe, all that shit. It's clearly curved.
This is a solved solution.
Niggas are playing tennis with the solar system. It's cool, but they have to be balls for it to happen. So. Good thing I'm so smart. Because 3X, I'm a smart fuck. Because I got that stroke of genius.
Damn, blowing that mind out, baby.
Blowing that goddamn mind out. I'm drawing all over the place. AKA, show me the way to Zamunda forever. AKA, these dragons. Now, you see these things go flying in the air, Sarkoval. You see them and you just screaming, oh no.
Oh no.
If you played any amount of Skyrim,
with his
you
balls,
want to Dragon Rend as soon as they come out. So with Jeroentjeee rolling 20s,
More dragons,
it's just two to the face, pop pop.
Oh damn, in the
Right
chest.
in the fucking neck, in the chest.
But where's your dragon shout?
I don't need a dragon shot.
After Fusra da!
Pop pop.
There it
Who's
is.
die is fucking useless with them goddamn dragons. It's just like, oh, I got hit. Right.
God damn, coming in like Kaiba's Komori dragon. That guy lasted like 2 seconds.
He did.
That guy was
Trash.
trash. Komori dragon.
Well, it was a level 4 dragon. It was just hard to get.
That's true.
Yeah. Oh man, fuck so many goddamn dragons. Like, I could just take a dragon and throw it at a nigga. Like, just do that. My drunk ass talking shit. AKA Bacardi B.
Drunk ass talking shit.
Well, I become very clairvoyant. We had this crazy ass talk beforehand and just realized a whole bunch of shit.
Shit got claro.
Five.
It was clapbacks and clapback backs and back clapbacks. AKA
Backslaps.
Sean the Shannon.
Damn. Talking that shit.
Talking that shit. Yeah, fortunately, all these motherfuckers. There's too much shit talking. There's too much shit on the news. I'm hearing some Biden shit. I'm hearing some other shit. And I'm hearing, and people still listening to Kelly. Look, R. Kelly did it. So,
Why they listening?
it's fine.
R. Kelly's trash.
He is trash. He's complete trash. There's another person who's trash too. Motherfucker done decided to kill himself. I didn't realize that he was about to catch that jail justice, a.k.a. never too soon for Epstein. And yeah, that's it for me. That's it.
Well, you out here chilling with the iceberg out here and just deep freezer, Mr. Freeze shit.
Yeah, it's cooling off, yeah.
But I need y'all to start running and out of the house.
Why?
Mama Mike is here to lay down the law.
Fuck my
Lay down the law.
No fun for you. This is a no fun zone.
Lay down the law. No fun for me.
And the criticizer, FOTS agrees.
With that spiky ass hat.
You're having too much fun.
Take that shit off in the house.
Put the pipes next to the wall. Stop having them in space.
Floating pipe.
Yeah, how you gonna have a pipe in space? Like, real talk. What if someone's walking in the house, they trip over a pipe and just flood their shit? Like, that's why they're in the wall.
I already know that.
Nah, I got a hot take after that, but yeah, go ahead. I'll talk about it after the fact. Oh,
Seeing like where the X is here with the complete. Y'all don't understand anagrams. I gotta explain the lore, but it's fine. But I ask of my listeners, please heed all my words. Deckmaster Elected G is in the building, and I'm here to impart some knowledge on you.
Power to the earth.
Power to the earth indeed. This is a fellow disciple of the Earth Renaissance Initiative.
Surprise, I'm Kaiba, and you can do your way out of a paper bag.
Shut up, Kaiba. You tricked me. You tricked me for the last
No
time.
longer a disciple.
Kaiba, that's enough.
I will command my satellite cannon, and it will be a wrap for you.
Blue eyes, open your eyes
Fuck.
and show them your eye beams.
Where's that dragon hater? But the truth is out here.
Side user.
Conspiracy Berg is here. Apparently, the Area 51 raid was a success.
Did it work? I was wondering.
There was no news, but I didn't hear anyone got, so I don't know.
Okay.
I don't know if it was covered up or people just were safe.
Clearly covered up.
But
what happened? Yeah, I gotta check.
I think people just showed up, but nothing major happened.
Okay.
But I'm happy.
Flew out.
I'm happy you all are safe.
Yeah, that's good.
So I can go back under my rock because I'm Cobweb Michaels.
Yo.
I don't know nothing about nothing.
Dusty
Dusty as fuck. Yo, what's the latest show? I don't know.
I don't know, man. Dust that shit off, bro.
I don't know. And then, you know me, the fighting free cannabis knuckles. We here in Brooklyn. You ready? I ain't gonna let it get to me. I'm just gonna creep.
Down, I got to find my lost piece.
I know that it's here.
I sense it in my feet.
Great Emerald's power
allows me to fear. You can't then take this around somewhere.
Just make sure when you buy your shit to grab your receipts.
Gotta hold my hand.
Because Jared has the receipts.
I have no fear.
He will call your shit up.
Speaking of call, the ghost got Larry.
And ho 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 ho. Cameron was kung fu fighting.
I seen him
His shit was faster than lightning.
in 1976.
That motherfucker looked like Cameron's uncle.
I seen it. Yeah.
What?
Carl Douglas is an ancestor of Cameron.
Huh. Wasn't nobody dancing in the crowd either.
Facts.
Bunch of white people look at him like he's crazy.
He's useless as Steve Seagal.
Oh shit! I think he might give Steve Seagal a run. That's all I got.
It's in the middle like we've. I'm sorry.
Hey, yo,
Wait, what the fuck just happened? All right,
That's the new one, man.
I noticed.
New shit,
Alright.
baby. Cause it's D, baby. It's whatever you want it to be. Take it however you want to take it. Busy man and the man with the grandest stand and the adamant stand in the man.
Facts.
God damn, man. What time is it? It's mad late. Cause goddamn, it's the time, yo. Don't waste my time, yo. Rolling on the floor, cause I'm coming from the bottom of the charts, singing my smooth whatever the fuck.
Smooth trash.
There it is, smooth trash. Stay tuned. I will be played on the radio, just you see.
Trash and hot wax and molasses.
Because I got made off of millions, baby boy. I'm Ernie paid off, baby.
My pension.
Give me that. You don't need a snatcheroo. Yeah. You know I got them ill-gotten gains. Speaking of gains, don't be paying for fucking information, cause information is free.
For free.
Kind of dumbass paywalls is this bullshit?
Word.
$3 deck tax.
Microtransactions.
Useless in 2 weeks.
All right, bro, pick it up.
Pick it up.
Yo, it's a little. Pick it up. Pick it up just a little, bro. Pick it a little, please. A little more. That's right, I got the riddles. I cast a spell with one hand, fam. That's right, I don't need a wand. Hurry, bro.
But where they sort you?
There's a waste man.
If I was a waste
I thought
man.
Voldemort's a waste.
You know what it is.
I mean, he was a Horcrux.
Anybody but me. Yeah, exactly. It's all connected. We get to
What about
know.
Dumbledore?
This is a good dude, man. I'm telling
No,
you.
but he's not a waste.
He's not a waste man. Opposite of a waste man. He's aight. You know, he's aight. You know, I got saw it.
you got saw it.
I got saw it
Where you
out.
get
I got
saw
saw it out, bro. It's the Bracing Club, bro. I told you. All right. Maybe I forgot to mention that before.
You did.
Ravenclaw?
The Bracing Club, bro. I do my thing.
I never heard of that house.
I already fucking told
I
you,
never heard.
bro.
What's the Brazen?
Them spells I cast with one hand. No need for a one, fam.
But you need it for the conduit.
I can't, bro. I can't do it. Yes, I can. That's it.
Gryffindor!
No, bro.
I'm just gonna have to go ahead and cut
Bracing
you
Club.
off in front of the goddamn camera. You talking Cassidy with one hand. I don't need no hands. I could just shout it. What's wrong, Don?
See, that's a good dude. I like that.
I like the break.
I be
like the break.
Shit,
I be
right
a
there.
Hufflepuff myself,
Nah,
but
you
I'm
huff-
just.
you can huff
I'm
puff
just wondering
right out
earlier
the-
you didn't
out the
want to
door.
use the screams.
Nah,
It's
man.
my goddamn cookie.
Right? Give me the food pack. What you mean? What you do? And what it is with the crepes over there, bro? Pick it up, bro. Pick it up. God damn. Shit. Turn the corner, boss your uncle. Give your heart and don't ask for permission. God damn it! There's no panic commanded. Go!
To charge that up.
Fuck is my Dragonator. I heard someone say something about it earlier. Who the fuck is that?
Waking up everybody.
I was looking for it.
Where the fuck is it?
For a particular blue eyes white dragon.
Nah, man, Komori Dragon is a problem. We gotta get it.
I was looking
Komori's
for
a problem. Komori ain't shit.
Komori.
Fuck that little
the Dragonator a trap.
Fucking ate my
Because
pie.
I may have negated.
He burned down the bridge. Fucking Blue Eyes, he's my friend. It's all
Blue
right.
eyes is your
He's a
friend.
good guy. He opened his eyes and light beams came out.
But it's a dragon.
Fucked up a satellite. It was
I
fine.
thought you hate dragons.
Nah, I would fuck my dragon. That's what the fuck I hate not knowing where that.
I thought you bought new ones.
Go!
No, it's a dragon razor.
Yes.
Where the dragon is?
I upgraded to guns, Chief. I can't tell you.
How do the guns work against the scales?
These are really big guns, bro.
Pop, pop, poop.
Pong pong.
It's bulletproof. Yes.
Very well.
Not these bullets.
Continue.
Bring da da doo dee da.
I thought we just changed from Watch the Film.
Doo-doo, it's DJ Bostanobi, and I got you with that smooth trash CD 101 FM. And we got Rolling on the Floor.
Featuring Walter Beasley and Kenny G on the sax. You have two saxes on the same track.
With Mindy Abar providing vocals.
Giving you that summer madness.
All drums done
4
by an
hours
808
straight.
machine.
Yes. 808s and Kanye's.
Oh, God.
Because, God damn it, we ain't making no fucking money. Talk about finger popping the zeitgeist and all kind of other bullshit. We getting demonetized, but it's what it is. You know, we ain't holding nothing back. That's what it is, baby. And up next, we got Flex Daddy D. Hey, got that deck tech on deck.
Bass drop.
On deck for you.
Dun-dun-dun-dun-dun.
Guten Tag, brothers. The darkness, Jimmy the Dragon Heist. Coming out with that darkness Pokemon. Fucking Guten Tag and shit.
My other favorite.
Yeah, this is good. God damn it, yo, what's the ill Rezo Negro? Yo, giving you that illness with the ill, yo, dopey yo-yos.
What's going on, Rezo?
Out here, yo, I'm out here.
Hey, yo.
With the Goober guy. You know,
Where's the
shit.
Rizzoni?
Give me the scuba dooby
He's over there with Riccatoni.
The Repetiolios, you know, and shit.
You say Scooby Stacks?
Yes, Scooby Snack. You don't know what a Scooby Snack is. This son of a bitch over here don't know what a Scooby Snack
Yo, what the
is.
fuck? You need some prosciutto and shit.
Yo, where's Scooby
Yo,
at?
step on this dude's foot.
Where is Scoobs?
I'm asking you,
Scoops?
I don't know what a Scoob
Yeah,
is.
we're talking about Scoops.
I'm talking about the Scooby Snack.
Where
You
my
know what it
prosciutto
is.
at? Yo,
I'm looking for the Rizzoni and the
step on
Scoob.
this dude's foot, please. Give me a star.
Yeah, get this son of a bitch out of
Get
here.
him out of here.
Get out of here.
Get out of here.
Get out of here. Where's Risotto?
We got it, guy.
Get Metallica.
That's it.
All right. How's it?
Quicker, that's 13.
That's fine. I'm trying to go quick.
Certain skits and then keep running.
Yeah.
Let's get on. That's it.
Nah, I definitely don't. I'm
every
gonna be adding a couple more and changing a few more
like
kinds
it.
of bars and shit like that. So we're just working on a few. How's it going, mother? This is number 14. That's DaPillaManz. That's the number 14.
This is 14.
Good, because as long as I got the number right.
Got it
Otherwise,
right.
you know,
We pulling the Joe button, not knowing the number.
fuck it. Look, it'll be in the title somewhere.
What the fuck we talking about? Rich's boring ass wedding.
It wasn't boring. It wasn't boring, but I didn't get drunk though. That's the problem. Like I went all the way to New Rochelle, had a bunch of party favors.
New
It's
Rochelle
mad
is deep.
far. It's deep as
That
fuck.
shit, yo.
It's mad deep. After you get to Manhattan, then you're spending another $850 to go even further. I'm like, alright, nah, I can't be doing this
Yeah, the
shit.
Metro North is not.
Sounds fun.
Yeah, it was alright. Look, met saw a bunch of old people and whatnot. And
Nice.
the problem is I was not got lost or drunk or full or anything like that.
Fool.
Yeah, look, I had like 2 plates, but the 2 plates were tiny, so what the fuck? And then how I got my first drink?
1 plate.
Basically, how I got, what's funny, how I got my actual drink. I actually was speaking to one of the dudes over there. I was like, yo, where the drinks at? He's like, I don't even know.
That's
I got some shit. Word. He's like, but I got some shit in my car though.
Yeah.
I'm like, word. So, but my girl over there, her friend, like, yo, he got drinks. Let's fucking go. It's like, oh, it's a party now? That's what's up. So we're literally outside the wedding reception at a car, drinking on the fucking street. Had like 3 things like wine, whatever the fuck that was. Like, yeah, they came back and people like, why are y'all so fucking happy?
You know,
because they were working on TPT, but some bullshit happened. I can't really talk about that because that's putting people on blast.
No.
But we were definitely on CPT.
Gotta be on CPT, baby.
No, we don't.
Any
Look,
ethnic event.
Look, when I have my wedding, that shit's gonna be fucking 1 o'clock sharp. Y'all gonna miss that shit. Be late. Not my problem. You get that shit out the way because I'm trying to go straight to honeymoon right after that. That day is a fucking formality.
That's right.
That's
Straight to the honeymoon.
Man, waste my goddamn. It'd be mad simple. Get some fucking cheap ass rooms on Priceline.com. Sponsor us. And yeah, call it a day. Like, hey, we're in another state. That's enough.
Man, that's like a rule. I don't know if I told you. It has to be done in every country, in every state.
Yeah, well, okay.
Yes.
Yeah, of course.
It's a rule.
The fuck? Even if you buy yourself, you gotta find someone.
Chris
how
and
that
the
works.
sheets. Even if you buy yourself.
Nah, it was a man.
How else are you living? You gotta do it, bro.
Nah, man, it was one person who was just talking. He was like, hey, yo, I'm about to come back from this big ass country to another fucking spot. You try to come through, and I'm like, I thought we were just homies, like, No, she was like, listen, if you out here, let's go.
You gotta watch out.
That's what I'm saying. Look, there was a bit of flirtation here and there, but I never thought I was gonna get that fucking far. This is straight up offered. I'm like,
I'm out here. If you out here, so she putting her on you.
Basically, and it's funny. I looked up everything, and I was like, all right, so the bus ticket's like this much. The room ain't shit.
Research.
Yeah, I did the research. I'm like, if worst comes to worst, what would it
my
be?
My peoples come first.
For a complete AOA for like a whole weekend in another state would only ran me like $300. I'm like, well, shit. Should I? I didn't, but at the same time, I'm like, wow, how often is this getting offered like that?
I mean, you got.
But again, like I said, you already know, like my speaking or minor flirtation is probably major flirtation to everybody else. They assume some whole other shit.
Right.
I'm thinking like, bitch, this is a layup. This ain't nothing. Like, I'm not really trying that hard, but it is what it is. I mean, she was alright. She was the best, but she was definitely alright. There was some assets there.
Definitely alright.
But nah, I ain't fucking that. But yeah, every other state has to have period. Full stop.
Every country.
As soon as I get off the plane, I'll drop the bag and drop the draw. That's pretty much it.
Drop child. That's how it goes. It's part of being, an adult in this 2019 age.
I mean, yeah, the fuck. Everyone all swiping shit. I'm like,
blow your back out.
You swipe
so, as long as somebody's back gets blown out, it's alright.
Getting your back blown out don't sound like a good move.
It's a great move. What are you talking about? Somebody's getting their back blown out.
Yeah, lead them with a limp. Now, if you blow your own back out, you're fucked.
If it happens,
then that's workers' comp. At that point,
it's a win-win.
Lifted and twisted in a jerking motion.
Don't be doing that dumb shit. You lift with your fucking knees and you put your ass to the floor.
Yeah, put your ass to the floor. Make that you want something out. Like, yo,
telling motherfuckers to twerk now.
Yeah, one time. Don't be bouncing. That's dumb shit. Never bounce. That's stupid. It's not for you.
Word, it was a hell way, man. People like, yo, I don't think you can do that shit standing no more. So I'm like, stood right the fuck up. I'm like, let's fucking go. It's like held up like nothing happened. I was literally just holding up like 4 minutes straight just to be an asshole.
Yes.
It's like, you can put me down now. I'm like, nah. Bitch, I'm proving the point. What if you're moving it?
I'm good.
Move that shit. Like, whatever. 4 minutes straight. Let's fucking go.
Now you talking shit.
Call me old because I'm fat. I think I'm not strong anymore. What the fuck out of here?
I ain't losing it.
Like, bitch, I can make money. The fuck? I don't need to have a 6-pack. The fuck is that work? Like, shit, I ain't got no energy to be doing sit-ups. Suboptimal shit is that? Like, the fuck out of here.
Sit-ups.
Nah, my suit, the same suit that I have, I went to a wedding like last year. I went to your wedding.
Oh yeah, that's
I wore that same suit. It was like, it was a little bit tight.
Oh no,
it was slightly uncomfortable.
This is a Taylor suit, bro. Chill out.
I know, but it wasn't too terrible. But I did notice like some parts a little bit tight. One part that I did notice I was actually okay with
bulging
being
in the
tight
right
was
place.
actually the forearm.
Oh, there you go.
So I guess my forearm got bigger at that point. I'm like, oh, I see the seam starting to split a little bit.
Like that ain't the only thing.
That's cool. I expect, but then other parts are like, wait, this button is becoming undone.
The hardest
button. I hope I don't lose this button.
Button. Them thighs, like oh shit.
That's always it. That's why I don't like doing squats because it's like my legs grow disproportionately huge to everything else.
It's very
like my strength is just like all legs, like. You know, I can lift as much as I can.
Rich did not skip leg day.
Never skip leg day, but I have to start though because it's terrible. Because some pants, like dress pants, you be bunching up at the calf and it's like kind of rise up like high waters. I can't be doing that shit. Like,
high waters is terrible.
Yeah.
What is this, 5th grade? Fuck.
Shit, I mean, people are doing that now.
Oh no.
These fucking hipster people with the like no socks and
they
shit.
be wildin'.
Y'all niggas.
About to get stomped in the nuts.
Mm-hmm. I'm seeing like handlebar mustache.
You gonna punch him in the jeans?
Punch him in the jeans. Yo, I remember that song. Who the fuck sang that song?
Lonely Island.
That was my bro. I like that.
Andy Samberg, yeah, he disappeared. Shit.
Yeah, what the fuck happened
He
to
had a
him?
good run. I don't know, probably life shit. He's like, I don't want to be famous no more.
Like, I don't want to be famous no more.
It happens.
Question.
There ain't no question. Ain't nobody up in here.
Nope.
Which one? Is this one the low one? Make sure of it.
Talking that.
Pa.
Yeah, we all in there.
I'm 3.
Talking.
One. Now we're all good. Yeah.
They're all jumping the red.
It's 10 o'clock. That's why ain't nobody here.
Yep. School and shit.
Yeah. Wait. Someone asked if someone was here.
No,
you
did.
No, I was talking about the fucking meters and the bars and the weird shit. Because one of these
Nobody
mics is weird shit.
Yeah. I mean, it says we got 3 people watching, but one of them is me. So.
Yeah, it was me. So.
And the third one, no, that's not me. It's someone else. How's it going, viewer? Go ahead, pop it.
I'm chilling. How you?
Go ahead, pop a question. Listen, man.
What's your favorite game? Ask the viewers. I'm a viewer. What's up?
Fuck it. I mean, while we're on the subject, I'm going to go ahead and say Smash Brothers
Ill-Gotten Games.
Yeah,
that's gonna be the new move.
I'm lying. It's always Gunstar Heroes, and it will always be Gunstar Heroes. Yes. And I don't think any other game on the planet has ever came close to taking over that.
Even close.
I mean, even though I played the shit out of things like Skyrim and Saints Row. Saints Row is kind of dope, by the way.
Yeah.
Shit is random. It's like GTA. You create your own person, just start wilding out.
Yes.
So that's really cool.
Like a customizable getaway.
Which is it's fucking insane.
Yes.
But it doesn't take itself seriously, which is the great part. So. But now, lately it has been a lot of Smash though, lot. Especially now we talk about Terry Bogard and shit.
Mr. Bogard.
Are you okay?
Who the fuck is number 5?
That's a good question because they're taking a good sweet time on the reveal.
I have no idea.
I mean, they got the Sans as a suit, which is stupid.
That's what it is, baby.
Skull Kid as a suit, which is stupid.
Like, it is, baby.
Those who should have been auto includes.
Well, I
Piranha Plant should have been Skull Kid.
Trash.
Yeah.
I don't know what the fuck Piranha Plant is.
I'm thinking
hot garbage.
I'm thinking that whoever 5th is going to be a third party.
It's going to be a big
I don't think it's going to
reveal,
be Skull Kid or
they've all been third party.
We want that's first party.
Third party.
It's gonna be
I think
third
the
party.
next wave will be more Nintendo based.
Yeah, that second wave they announced.
Because all
that's
the other,
when we're gonna get
everyone
the Skull
currently
Kid, the Waluigi's and
third
shit.
party.
So who they?
Could be.
When would they announce that?
Who didn't they put in? That was like on the ballot.
That's a good question.
I don't even remember the ballot.
I mean, most of them are in though. That's what I'm saying.
That's what I'm. Yeah.
There's like K. Rool, fucking Bayonetta, some other shit.
Yeah.
Ridley, like they pretty much covered it.
Okay.
I mean, Banjo, yeah.
Yeah, people were talking about Banjo should have been auto include for a while.
Yeah.
I think Banjo took so long to get in because it was third party.
Yeah, it was Rare, but Rare became second party. They were bought out by Nintendo back in the 64 days, so it's like
Microsoft bought them out.
I don't even understand.
Yeah, they did after.
I don't understand how Nintendo let that happen.
Because basically
64, they was fucking up after that.
Because that's the thing. Like after that, I think after Perfect Dark, right? Then when the GameCube came out, they didn't really utilize the Rare shit at all.
Not at all.
And that was where the problem lies. Because it was like, what the fuck are we doing? And Rare was like, what are we doing here?
Right.
Ain't like no fucking games. I think they had to pay out the contract early to get out of Nintendo. And then 360 did it, and they just fucked up. They tried to make Perfect Dark. Yeah, Perfect Dark Zero. That thing was trash. Hot garbage. I don't even know what other game they made, to be honest.
They made that whack ass Conquerors. Oh Christ!
No. Conqueror's Fur Day was shit.
No, not the 360
the bad
one.
Oh, that one. Never mind.
Nah, everything with the 64 was great. Yeah.
Conqueror's Bad Fur Day was fucking amazing.
That was great.
That shit was absurd. That Jet Force Gemini. God damn, they had a lot.
That was it. 64 was great. It was peak. Man, it was terrible. They had all mature games and shit.
It's like I thought, like they did it at the end of this thing. Like I think one of the first main ones, aside from like the bullshit Mortal Kombat, which is laughable at best, it's fucking Shadow.
Old Mortal Kombat Gold.
Trash. Yeah, that was trash.
The weird ass.
That's just enough fatality. This is a fatality. I'm like, the fuck up. Yeah, but nah, what was it? That Shadow Man was one.
Oh, yeah.
That was one of the first ones. Like somebody got his soul got taken. People cussed in the middle of it. Like you seen some really depraved shit.
Soul Reaver, that's PlayStation.
Legend
of Kain. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah. And they had the Dreamcast version of that same game, but it was a PlayStation.
Sega Dreamcast.
Yo, PlayStation and Dreamcast ports were not good. No, all they did was like bump the frame rate and smooth the textures, and that was it. I'm like, that's the best y'all can do.
Blocky as shit.
Yeah, I'm like, I'm playing a Dreamcast. I don't expect blocky shit. I just got off of Shenmue and I'm seeing this bullshit.
Yes.
Remember the screenshots they had with fucking Tony Hawk? Yes. How it was supposed to look like fucking amazing.
Yeah.
Yeah, it looked like basically what Skate looked like now, like years down the line. And then when he actually came out, it was just gutter trash. It was not even close. I'm like, I already beat the shit on 2, like on PlayStation 1. Like,
buy it again.
For what? There was no upgrade.
I love
Tony Hawk was probably the first like ultra saturated game, like the whole yearly release shit. Because after like Tony Hawk,
a new version every
after
year.
Like Tony Hawk 4, I was done. But they had the Underground and Underground 2, and Proving Ground and some other shit.
Yeah,
I'm like, fam.
Yeah, I was done with 2.
I mean, I played they call it Thug. I'm like, get this bullshit. But
Thug.
Tony Hawk's Underground 2 was actually not bad.
It wasn't. I remember that one. That was actually pretty cool.
Yeah, I like that.
You know what's funny? It's like I kind of hate the fact that they stopped making Skate.
Cause what's up, Spinzers?
Going on, Spencer.
Yeah, Tusk Act 3. Spinzer Act 3. That's the new name.
Spinzer Act 3.
Why is it Act? What the fuck is the first 2 acts?
Tusk Act 3.
I know Tusk Act 3. All right.
Shout outs to him. That's an obscure. That
is a super deep cut.
That's a deep cut, JoJo.
Damn, that is super deep. We're gonna get there eventually, but we're like 2 series behind that. What's going on? We doing good, brother.
Yeah, we out here. It's late, but
we late.
Coming through.
So we ain't gonna be on for like no 3.
What we talking about? Some bullshit, right? Tony Hawk.
Yeah, we talking about that and how it went to the fucking the ports for Dreamcast were just trash.
Oh yeah, nah, the originals all day, baby.
Exactly.
I literally the only time I ever woke up early for school was to play some Dreamcast. Never happened ever or since.
Yeah. I beat Shenmue. I beat the first Shenmue the morning on Monday before I went to school. I bought it on Saturday morning.
Shout out to Dreamcast for making children productive and waking up early.
Yeah, wow. Nigga, I wasted 2 whole. I ain't wasted, but it's like I got rid of 2 whole days. It was like 16 hours, 16 hours, and another 2 days, and finished the game in a weekend.
Yeah, unfortunately, it was not productive. I was playing.
That was a great game.
It was so good.
This is Crazy Taxi.
Crazy Taxi.
You know, it's funny. At first, I was trash, and then I was like, "Wait a minute, what's happening?" You just have to keep going and just find ways. And then it's like, "Yo, how do you get to the other side?" I wanted to get to the other side of the city. Like
crazy.
It's just a time.
Started as an arcade joint, but then I'm like, "Yo, is that what the Dreamcast does? Just all the arcade games basically on console." It was a beautiful thing. They did do it. What are you talking about?
But they did. I'm not saying they didn't, but it's kind of like they like. I don't know if it was the whole piracy thing, but they just seem to like lose a lot of steam after a while.
Oh, it's a couple of reasons. Yeah. There's Mad problem. Let's
There's
start
like
with
a
Sega's
whole
first.
video on the whole analysis. It was sad.
Yeah, so
almost cried.
The first one really was the hardware issue.
Yep.
Right? So
They were putting way too much damn money in that shit.
and instead of like making up some new
cares
shit
too
like
much.
they do or whatever, they literally just put a Naomi arcade board. They didn't refit a new thing that emulated a Naomi. They just straight up put an arcade board in the system.
Because that shit was built here
Exactly.
for the right reason. That was terrible, bro. It's rough.
Now, keep in mind, it's supposed to be for arcades that generate money, like not just put it in the fucking system.
Yeah, just throw it in there.
So let's just toss
Wildin'.
that shit in there, right? And there's your system. I'm like, okay, this is great for me, right?
It's bad for business.
Every Dreamcast that they sold, because they sold that 200, which was
Wildin'.
to me it was a great starting point.
Wildin'.
Because
Yeah,
like
exactly.
I as a kid was
It's
able to
cheap as
save
fuck.
up and buy it myself.
Bro, it was
I ain't wait for no
$1.99.
Christmas.
It came
I
out
ain't
on $99.99, and it cost $1.99. I was like, it's perfect.
Yo, I swear to God, I was like,
Talk about
I was able to save up
minimalism design. Beautiful.
get a second controller,
It was just white
VMU,
with
and like
a
2
orange
games
circle.
by myself. Keep in mind, PlayStation 1 when it came out was like $500.
$500. Stupid.
Like, so when that
Came
came
with
out,
Tekken
I'm
Tag, but that wasn't enough to offset it.
yo, that was the only system I went
gotta use it. It was
all
like
in.
300.
I got the fucking
So-
magazine.
Yo,
they had celebrities in
they
there.
had
Like,
that shit.
remember Tamala Jones when she was bad? Like, she was in there as like an ambassador for.
was
And I'm
so
like,
good.
okay, because that was my
So
first
good.
celeb
Spice
crush. I'm
Girls
like,
and shit. It was like,
yo, they just mad shit. Yo, Dreamcast
They had
was
the
fucking
light
shit.
gun. They had mad VMUs. I had like 2. It was great.
Yeah.
VMUs, but it was rough because it had to be the memory card. So I had to get the cheap one for Power Stone and shit. But then when I got money, I was like, let me get this VMU. And which was a controller built in. It was terrible.
Word.
They were doing mad shit.
Yeah.
Then I played the Power Stone mini games. This shit was an AOA.
It
Them shits didn't do
was.
shit, but it was good.
It's like the VMUs you can connect to each other and shit like that. There was so much
Yeah.
money put in research and development
So
and so
much.
far ahead.
Yo.
And then don't forget they had online.
Yes.
It's
Right.
crazy because Dreamcast did back then what we want systems to do now.
Yes.
It is. That
They
is
worked
true.
hard. They worked too hard.
So the net code and all that shit was actually pretty solid, considering a lot of it was fucking dial-up.
Yep.
Yeah, man.
Keep in mind, let me tell you something. The Fantasy Star for that system, like version 2, they had private servers up until maybe like 3 years ago.
Yeah.
I think they still do, but it's like that's the last time I played. It was 3 years ago.
3 years ago.
Private
Still
server for that shit. I'm
Play
like,
no
this is-
games.
you gotta go in through some Game
there.
Shark cheat and shit like
It's like
that.
a ghost
like,
town that you see one nigga following you. Like, what the fuck?
Nah, it's like full rooms and shit. I'm like, the fuck?
Full
like,
rooms,
Like,
bro.
what? Yo, it's
You
crazy.
know why? Because the game is perfect.
It is fucking great. It's fantastic, man. I'm gonna fucking lie.
Nah, I love
Then, so that was the second issue though with the online thing because mad R&D money
Yeah.
went into that shit.
Holy shit.
There's a couple reasons. There's another couple reasons. I mean, you have the peripherals, which while they were great, there was too goddamn many.
That's
Right,
rough.
there was about 6 different steering wheels, right?
Why?
And 3 of them were Sega made. That's the problem. So it's not like there was 3. Like now we have 4 in general. Like you have the Ferraris and you have the Logitech or whatever. They have like a couple, but these are third parties making them. Sony has one first party one.
Yeah.
Right. Same thing with Xbox or Microsoft. They had They had 3 first party steering wheels. One with just paddle shifters, one with the steering wheel thing, one with the actual clutch. I'm like, y'all niggas doing too much.
It was
Then they
a
had the
system
fishing shit,
For gamers. Yes.
fishing
For
rods.
multiple fishing games.
Yes.
They were wilding. You could probably play Echo the Dolphin on that shit.
Oh man, that game was shattered. By the way,
Was.
that's the only underwater game
it
I
was,
liked.
It was the damn
Loved.
arcade version. The arcade version was shattered. Yeah. Fucking bad
Why
fishing.
were the arcade versions of games just better than the home console version?
Well, there's 2 reasons. One is really is the experience. It's just like a movie.
Yeah.
Like you can watch a movie on the big screen with surround sound,
Screen
but
is
you're
real.
going into a movie theater alone is an experience,
Mm-hmm.
and that surrounds things. Remember, I had to take. After I saw Cloverfield, I had to take y'all to see it. in the
Yeah,
movie theater.
that was the best
'Cause
thing ever.
Before,
Richard was not
I was
having
like,
it.
I'm
He's
not.
like, y'all
I
get in
can't
here.
watch this shit in a TV.
I
'cause
haven't watched it since either. Yeah.
I don't think so either. Yeah.
if y'all see it, you're gonna realize it's trash. You cannot watch it
No
on the
thanks,
TV.
yeah.
It's fucking useless. I did. I watched the whole shit just to double check. Why did I see it twice in the theater?
Yes.
You can't do that.
That
So,
shit was great.
yeah, in the
That was
theater.
an experience too, because they didn't explain shit.
No.
It was just happening.
That's why. That's why I was like, yo, y'all gotta just see this shit. Y'all gotta see this. This is fucking great.
Fucking modern guys. Hell yeah.
But nah, so it's like, go back to that. It's like, so the arcade thing, 1, it was an experience. 2, everything is a peripheral. You can't play a racing game with a controller. You have to sit and race.
Yep.
right? You have to box, you have to hold the mitts, you have to all that shit. Like your virtual honors the twin sticks, which Dreamcast had twin sticks for one game.
They ain't give a fuck.
For one game. By the way,
just doing match, they're doing too much for their fans.
But they always done too much. Because just look at the Sega Genesis. How many fucking add-ons was for that?
They were not. Those are all cash grabs, bro.
Yeah.
Most of them were trash.
CDs was hot garbage,
32X.
CD was hot garbage, but it had like 2 games.
It had
maybe 3.
I had those 2 games.
No, I mean 2 good games.
I don't even know.
A lot of them weren't.
No, they were not good.
People
Sewer
say
rats and some
Snatcher
bullshit.
was one of the good ones, but I never played
Snatcher was okay.
And
Sonic
then the other
CD.
one,
I played Sonic CD.
Basically, I had that sewer.
I had some
bullshit.
Batman games too.
I did not play
That shit was mad. It was basically like the cartoon. I'm like, what the fuck? Okay.
I think that one is good.
Yeah, it might have been good because I remember that Batman shit. It looked mad good because it looked exactly like the cartoon. I was like, oh shit.
Mm-hmm. That and the
but then I stopped playing, so I don't remember.
There's a Sega 32X. If you put everything on the Sega just becomes like a fucking transformer. Just like mad niggas just pile together. Like the Omnibots or whatever. Like, you're doing
problem with the Dreamcast, I'll tell you now. Well, first of all, the Saturn fucked everything up. But then it's just the competition. If it was the only thing, it would be the only thing. But PlayStation 2 is just too big.
And here is the problem. So we're going to go back into the Saturn thing too, because that's part of it as well. Because Saturn goes back into the PlayStation thing.
Yeah.
Saturn, which it was very, like if you play the games like, the 2D games, Guardian Heroes, or anything with a RAM card, period, or any of those arcade games, for 2D it's amazing. But when you go into the 3D, it's trash.
Weird, bro.
Fuck nuts. Fuck weird. It's trash.
It's trash.
Knights was the only good
triangles
one.
And then
right? And then afterwards it's like,
nice.
but then you go up against PlayStation.
Yeah.
Whose sole purpose was to do that.
They got the shit kicked out of them. You remember that shit? $199 or some shit, and he just walked off. Mm-hmm. When they said because they revealed the price of the Saturn, oh shit! So that shit was $100 more and trash. They never recovered.
Yeah, so that was
never
fucking
recovered.
Like I said, the reason why I owned one, there was a dude that was living upstairs from my house who had a Saturn, right? And he fucking hated the thing. I'm like, I remember, I'm like, listen, keep in mind with PlayStation, I had PlayStation. I'm like, I wanted to try some extra shit. Like I wanted to play a versus game, like a versus game.
The demos was perfect.
The PlayStation demo?
Yes.
The Dreamcast demo. Not PlayStation demos were better.
I literally knew one person with a Saturn, and I never seen him play the Saturn.
Wow.
I seen it done, and it was like one of my weird cousins' houses. And shit. I had no idea what the fuck was going on.
You know what's funny? I think it was me and like maybe 2 other people. We like the original crew that I used to hang with. I used to play a lot of fighters.
Yeah.
They also had the same Saturn setup with the RAM card. I'm like, wait, what the fuck? Like, wait, because I remember Marvel Superheroes. I had to pick the same characters to switch. I'm like, wait, they just have their team. And I got my team. What is this? Like, I'm just playing. Like, this make no fucking sense. I remember that dumbass controller though, with the dims.
Stupid as hell.
Right?
Weird ass fucking satellite dish on the shit. I mean, what's going on?
But when I first did that, I'm like, yo, this is actually really cool. Then I realized, like, Japanese games on the Japanese market for Saturn is absurd. Most of the shits are kind of translated, or the other half don't need translation because they're just fighting games, right? That's Samurai Showdown 4, all that. Oh,
shit.
Fucking great. But wrong market.
Yeah.
So going back to the U.S. and the Dreamcast, that was another problem. Like, because as you mentioned, the arcade games, that's bringing them over. That was a great thing, right? But at the same time, if you didn't have the peripheral, one, there was a problem. 2, there were certain things that they were trying too hard to fuck up the formula. Right. I remember Psychic Force was great. Soul Calibur was shattered.
That was great.
So there was no need to bring Psychic Force out around the same time.
That was the one game I always wanted, never got.
I got it. It was great. It was really cool.
I saw the damn commercial.
Like, but I got it well after the fact of Soul Calibur. Well after the fact. That's so I played it. I'm like, this is cool.
It was always mad money, but I'm like, what's that? It looks cool. Yeah. The art looked cool.
Yeah, no, it's actually pretty cool. Like the way they have their fight, they have like a decent combo system and shit like that. It's cool. It's a little more free flowing or whatever.
Cheap as shit. I got Jet Set because it was cheap, and some fucking guy was telling me not to get it. I'm like, why not? He's like, oh, it's fucking Tony Hawk on acid. I'm like, what's wrong with that?
What's wrong with that?
Like,
wow.
Fucking got it. Best decision I've made in my life.
It was. Jet Set Radio changed lives.
He don't get it.
That shit got me.
It was the guy in GameStop trying to not. I'm like, you trying to not sell me something? That don't make no sense.
Man, that thing's got me in the writing, but that's as much as I'm going to say about that. But
shit.
Yeah, it was fucking.
Fucking stuff. I mean, it's okay to be this fucking like weird. Like, it was good shit.
Yeah, let's fucking go.
That's why I love graffiti.
Yes, it is.
But that's what I'm saying.
It's okay to be that weird.
And that was the thing. It's like they failed on a couple of accounts too. So aside from that market, let's go to another now. Genre deficiency.
Yeah.
You had a lot of fighters.
Man,
you had a lot of things
RPGs,
like that.
yeah.
Dreamcast barely had RPGs.
Most of the games I had
That
were
sounds like
Evolution and
PlayStation.
shit.
Yeah, but that's pretty much.
Yeah, you right.
They had 2 evolutions,
It was
time
Evolution.
splitters, not time splitters. What's that other shit? Time stalkers, stalkers,
Stalkers,
time stalkers, Grandia, Skies of Arcadia.
Yeah.
That was about it.
Pretty much avoided most of those.
That was pretty much it.
Actually, Evolution was a demo, so yeah.
You know the funny shit, like Grandia and Skies of Arcadia are like heralded as like
Shattered.
Yes.
some of the best games ever made.
But the box art wasn't good. That's why I didn't buy it.
After the fact, like the problem is like the whole beginning of it. I'm looking at other systems to play RPGs.
It's true. Yeah, you crazy?
It took like you remember those are all blackboarded games, and that was towards the second half or the last quarter of Dreamcast life.
Mm-hmm.
So that was the problem with Grandia. So it was like Grandia was shattered, fucking Skies of Arcadia was shattered. Skies of Arcadia, it took long, but it was really good. But at the same time, I'm like, all this time, these are games I could have been buying for you.
Right.
I could have been buying for you, GMK. You done fucked up, man. You done goofed. Fuck you, nigga. But racing games, same shit. They had for Sims specifically. They had
Hydro Thunder.
Hydro Thunder was cool.
Shit. But that was the only game. So.
Basically, like I had to wait mad long for Test Drive Le Mans to come out, and I'm like, the fuck? Like this is mad specific.
Drive 5.
You know, so Sega GT was trash. I'm like, I can't.
Damn,
I
that
can't.
just reminded me of how we haven't had a wave race in a long time.
Wave race? Damn, I don't even remember that game. Oh yeah, that's that jet ski. No, it's that jet ski shit.
64 wave race. Yeah.
Yo, 64 had some shit.
Cool Borders.
That's PlayStation.
PlayStation. Yeah.
Was it? So was the 64 one?
I remember one, but it's not cool, boys. It was some bullshit.
1080, 1080.
1080.
Yeah, there you go.
I remember that.
Borders was. That was a demo, yeah. Exactly.
Yeah, I remember.
That game.
Cool Borders was cool. I like 3. 3 is really good.
Yeah, you was getting into the whole demo thing. PlayStation had pretty much until now the king of fucking
Best demos.
Name a system with better demos.
Fucking jam packed.
I don't think there's too many systems with like nowadays. Obviously, you can just download your demo.
Exactly. There
So
are
it's like
no
it's just you mean demo discs at this point.
Yeah.
Because as far as like best demos, the Bayonetta 2 demo was like the fucking most shattered.
Yes.
But
Talking demo disc, bro.
Demo disc.
All of those games I bought, like that was literally the go-to for games to buy.
Yeah.
Fucking, was it the Cube and shit? That bullshit ass Star Wars. I didn't buy the game, but I mean,
Masters of Terra's assy, like
it was garbage.
that shit was trash.
Crash Bandicoot, that was a layup. Are you kidding?
I think the
Unholy War,
demo
holy
disc was kind of like the end, like the nail in the coffin to like game magazines.
Right.
Why the fuck I want to read something when I can just play it?
But that's
Well, it
where
was different though.
no, that's where like the PlayStation and Dreamcast did well
Those
because
magazines
they
was
both
crazy,
came with them. Electronic Gaming Monthly, that was the PlayStation one. That one had those demos. That's how I first played. Some of them had like
You're
4
You're
demos.
confusing it. Original PlayStation magazine had the demos.
OPM.
And and EGM was more everybody. Mm-hmm. So yeah, if you want.
Okay, I'm confusing it because I remember the fucking
I used to buy them. So
Her
I
guys
remember.
for PlayStation and Destrega. I played those. I played those 2 off of a demo.
I fucking found the shit. I was like, yo, what is that fucking? I had the weirdest, obscure ass definition for this shit. We found this shit.
Last week we were talking about that on the podcast. Yo, it
Destrega.
was mad specific.
Holy shit. I'm like, what's that fucking shit with the mountain range?
An arena fighter and a night. No, the nail in the coffin was some night throwing shit. And I'm like, I remember that vaguely.
Remember that?
Like,
he had like some weird beam, and then he got hit. He was like, "Wah!"
yo, that was cool. And I'm like, wait a minute.
I'm like, I know I'm not crazy. What the fuck?
So we had to look at like PlayStation fighting game videos and shit. Yo, y'all remember like fucking Tobal #1 and Tobal 2 and Versus? There was a fucking fighting game called Versus with the last boss. The first thing he does when I say in round 1, it's pointing a shotgun at you. And as soon as they say fight, he's blowing shots. So if you don't sidestep immediately, you're just dead.
Yeah.
I'm like, well, shit.
There you go.
That Bushido Blade.
Yeah.
PlayStation had no sorters of everything, and they tried everything, and that's why they had one in PS1 and 2.
And that's 2, because that's literally what that Dynasty Warriors demo got me on. Got me on Dynasty Warriors.
And that's going back to the Dreamcast thing. Is like there was a lot of things that were just missing.
Yeah.
It didn't feel complete.
The library wasn't complete.
And I remember they tried to do box like Ready to Rumble boxing, right? It had a free flowing combo system. You can pretty much do whatever you want as long as your stamina was there. And that was great. The second one though had like predetermined combos and bullshit like that. And it, unique, and at that point I'm like, okay, that's because the first one they still had predetermined combos, but you can if you want to. Yeah. I should be able to hook as long as it works. Right? And the other one is like some people have it, some people don't. Some of the characters were lame. Why the fuck was Hillary Clinton in it? Like
Hillary Clinton.
Michael Jackson, Shaq. I'm like, there's so much dumb shit.
That's a thing, isn't it? When like sequels to games don't live up to their predecessors.
Hell no.
Yeah,
that's a fucking RIP.
Like why are you doing that? Because the thing about like the first Ready to Rumble, what was really cool about it is yes, you have those moves, but one, they weren't necessary, right? And two, it's like because everyone has a general moveset or how they can string their attacks. Yeah. Even new players kind of have a fair shot. I mean, if you're better at boxing, you're just gonna win. But you know, in that one, if you don't know the moves, then you're fucked. Right? This is a big difference. Right? So that's why a lot of games follow the Street Fighter model. Like everyone's been doing Hadoukens for decades. So it's like, why change the formula? You could probably learn the game if you know those kinds of moves, which most of the cases is the case.
Yeah, that's why PlayStation magazines got me in the fucking alpha now to think about it because they had that fucking picture of Akuma. It's like picking up Ryu. He's like, who the fuck is this guy fucking up Ryu? And that's why I looked into it. I'm like, yo, Street Fighter Alpha.
Yeah.
Sing it straight.
That announcer, though. That announcer in presentation, I don't know. I wasn't feeling it.
Come on, get him, guy.
Because number 2 is still. Why is number 2 for Street Fighter always like the best
usually the perfect shit.
Like,
especially when it comes to Street Fighter.
Especially.
God damn it. Second Impact, the best one.
Alpha 2, the best
Alpha
one.
2. Even fucking, whatchamacallit, 4, the second one. Best one.
Maybe because 1 is an experiment. And once they realize what works and what doesn't.
So why they shit the bet on 3?
Because they Magic third set rule.
Which is why Magic got rid of the third set.
Yes, thankfully.
After cons, I haven't seen a third set in Magic.
That was literally the worst third set. Flying with dragons, that bullshit.
Literally got rid of the whole coolness of the whole thing. Like y'all done
so betrayed.
I get to fly with dragon.
I was literally playing that standard. When I saw that third set, I was like, I'm done. I quit from that. I was invested. Fucking Sidisi, fucking Wedge, all this shit. I'm like, yo, this is the greatest thing ever because Conflux was great. I'm expecting the third set to just be all multicolored.
I can fly with dragon.
They got rid of all of it.
I can fly with dragon.
There was zero multicolor.
I'm gonna fly with dragon.
They're mad dragons. The fuck is this?
Mad dragons.
Holy shit! It was
it was fucking trash.
I'm like, what?
Dragon.
I'm like, kill them all. I don't want all these dragons. Have like 5.
Nah, I mean that's what was cool.
It was like 500 dragons. The fuck,
exactly.
Garbage. Because it was like the lore was cool. Because it's like, yo, they used to run. The fucking humans took them all out with Dragonators.
Yeah,
and then he went back in time. I'm like, why didn't you just go back in time?
Wait, back in time.
Like 2 of them?
Back in time.
Yes.
Question: when does the set come out? What year? Yeah.
Oh, fuck, 2014.
2014.
Don't even bother trying to figure it out because they put a fucking bubble around the shit.
It was trash.
They only affected.
Yeah, exactly.
Area. It didn't affect everything.
They stole the shit from Skyrim.
Yes.
They literally stole the shit from Skyrim. You know, the story was basically in the past, there was some dragon shit. Some nigga taught them how to do the shouts. They was able to get rid of these motherfuckers. And then this one asshole comes out from a whole time rift that they left, brought them back, and you had to do it.
And there you go.
Skyrim is straight up cons. I'm talking
because he's like, I'm gonna save Ugin because he's a ghost. Now he's not a ghost.
Ugin? Oh, it's worse. So Alduin from Skyrim,
Yes,
right? Is
Alduin,
the world
that
eater.
Uagi.
He's the guy that starts the game that gets you out of from being in prison. So thank you, Alduin, for that. I was about to get my head chopped off.
shit.
Right? So good shit, bruv. Good shit. So
Bring it up.
after that, you figure out this guy's a douche. He's the one raising people. Let's call him Bolas, right?
Yeah.
Cool. So he has this another dragon who used to work with him, and he's the one that taught the humans to shout. Parthenax, i.e. Ugin. So, yeah, same thing, same shit.
So, yes, Khans of Tartier is Skyrim.
It's Skyrim. It's Skyrim. It's Skyrim.
Which is worse.
The card game.
It's not even fucking original.
It's not.
And it's trash.
It's not even original.
What the fuck?
I like Jessica.
Well, guess what? Well, guess what? You can like it over there because that shit ain't real.
They dead, nigga.
That shit's in the past.
Is it just guy like Big Bang USA?
Yes.
Yes, let's go.
It was Big Bang monks in USA.
That's fine.
But no, you got dragons.
Well, I come to find
No
out.
more Jessica. They dropped the red.
Yep, they did.
They literally, every color, they dropped the best part. Like, get the fuck out of here.
I've come to find out that I'm more bent.
Well, you got to take this test.
So it's weird.
No, you're pretty much closer to Bent than Just Guy. Just because the red. Like, I don't see Mike playing red.
Might be playing goblins. He be slanging goblins.
Be stomping Goombas. What the fuck you talking about?
I've never
He
seen
be
Mike play a
slanging
goblin.
goblins. Nah, it is. He's bad. But yeah,
I've never seen him throw a goblin at
slanging
anybody.
goblins.
When did this happen?
Even when I dabbled into
When he was
red,
playing Jeff.
definitely wasn't using no goblins.
I should have been playing Naya because
Yeah.
I was playing Jun. I mean, Jun was just stupid value, and it was just too easy to play. All the
Too
best
easy.
shit was in Jun. I was like, why am I not playing Jun?
Right.
That was just fucking stupid.
Too easy.
But I should have been playing Naya just because behemoths. But yeah. Getting back to that, so all right, so we covered a couple things as far as the Dreamcast was concerned. It was the fucking lack of genres. It was the wilding out on the hardware, and then it
Giving
was
too much money to their fans.
giving. And then the worst fucking part is not.
One too.
They did.
They give too much, which is sad. Like, you try to please people, and you go bankrupt.
Nope. Here's their problem. They never made a website.
That's true too.
How the fuck?
No, I'm talking about versus one. Versus one.
They didn't make a website.
Yeah, they did. They had
No,
a
they
freaking online game. That shit was crazy. Well, yeah, right. It was cool stuff.
Cool stuff. That wasn't them.
That wasn't you were.
That was an upper
But the
deck.
official site had the game. I'm like, how the fuck y'all got a digital game in fucking 2004? And this second iteration is hot garbage.
They did have a DS game. No,
They
Game
had
Boy
a DS
Advance
game
one.
and they had like that online trial shit. It was the first. It was a couple of the early sets. And they had a PlayStation game. This shit was an AOA. In fact, I gotta look for that shit. Fuck it. I played that as the first couple of sets. Yeah.
They're fucking great.
Shit, I played that.
Shit.
It was PlayStation. This was crazy.
Not PS1.
It was PlayStation 9 1.
3?
2. It had to be 2, yeah. Because it's
Okay.
2004 or shit. Nah, it was some old shit. It was. And
Really? Old versus
looking at it,
old,
I'm like, yo,
right?
it was only the first couple of sets, but then I'm like, alright, fuck it. So I didn't play it. They didn't have Avengers. I think it was up to like Marvel Knights is back. Which is like enough. Like shit.
Yeah, nah, that's fine. That's a good
play
place
that
to leave
shit,
it off right then and there. But
Gotta Google
but
that
that's
then,
the
I
thing,
think.
man. And yeah, but I think the last one really was just not at all.
Just gave us the bait and switch, bro. Let's call it. Let's give it a buck. They want to make a quick buck and fuck everyone else.
Yeah.
Was that why some of the games had sequelitis where they were just bad?
Well, that was for most games in general. But I don't know about the Dreamcast thing. Like that one,
Dreamcast, nah,
they didn't redo sequels where they needed to.
Yeah.
And there was a lot of things that they were over
most of the
ambitious.
symbols, they were
Like
way too over ambitious because everything
Shenmue?
else just went to fucking port.
keep in mind, I beat Shenmue in the weekend, right? So imagine going. There's so much bullshit that you can do that is completely irrelevant to the story.
And you still beat it in a weekend.
I didn't even do all of the stuff. I was just after a while, I'm like, all right, I'm good. I don't need to go into every nigga's house and start like fucking opening their drawers and shit to see what they
That
have.
sounds like Mass Effect 1 to me because a lot of the side options or missions in Mass Effect, you didn't really need to do them. But since it was kind of like an RPG, it was kind of like grinding. But you also got value out of it because there was side stories and some lore that you can unlock. Like there's this one area that shows you that the Reapers were coming in. Well, you knew they were coming, but like there was like evidence toward it. And it was just on a random planet as a side mission.
Yeah.
Like that shit's crazy.
First of all, fuck the Reapers.
Yo, yeah,
Sovereign was a beast, though. I'm not even gonna lie, but that's neither here nor there.
yeah.
But I never even got to the last point. The reason, and the biggest reason why Dreamcast fucking failed is because they did not take PS2 seriously.
They did not.
They had
That's facts.
Let me tell you something. This goes back into Reapers. This goes into Fable 3 with the worst fucking ending ever. Right?
Garbage.
They did not prepare. And here was so let's look at Fable 3 for instance, right? Towards the end, you know there's a prophecy. In a year, this shit's about to go down, right? So the idea is to save enough money to have a big ass army so you can fight them off. So you're at day 127 or 128.
That sounds like Mass Effect 3.
There you go. So
Wait, which one is that? Andromeda?
No.
No.
Okay,
3 was good. 3 was good.
Oh, 3 was okay. Okay.
3 was good to the end.
Okay, cool.
Let me make that clear.
Right.
Mass Effect 3 was good until you charged that beam.
Ah, got it. Game of
Which was
Thrones.
literally the last
Game of
last
Thrones
scene.
did. Yep.
Yes.
Because real talk, like running up to it, that whole thing going up to there, the elusive man, that dude was crazy. The whole Geth thing with the fucking
Oh, Rannoch was fucking great.
Rannoch was cool.
But
Tali was cool as fuck.
I love Tali.
She was a great
That was who I
character.
picked. I picked Laria at first, but then I redid my.
She was boring.
That's why.
Mad boring. Like why is there so much hentai on her?
I played
Like
my game and picked Tali because I'm like, fuck out of here.
so much hentai on her.
I
No one
like
gives
blue.
a fuck. I mean, I get it.
So that's why I gravitated to
Bird
her.
has blue hentai, yes.
I gravitated to Laria at first because of blue, but then after I was played the game and I'm like, oh, yo, Tali's kind of better.
Tali's just a cool person.
Yeah,
like, but then also there's certain AOAs like Ashley's just racist as fuck.
Yeah.
Like you can't even fuck with
Like,
her.
Kaden, you can stay alive.
Word. But nah, go back into that. The whole
point, there's issues with Mass Effect story from the first game, but you can overlook those. Mm-hmm. Any like nitpicky thing you could let go, but when you get to that running to the beam, like we've seen throughout the entire Mass Effect, you get hit with a beam from a Reaper, you're dead. Shepard gets hit dead on with this fucking beam. How the fuck is he walking?
Shepard, motherfucker.
Yeah, bitch.
It makes no sense. I'm
It
sorry.
makes zero sense.
Keep in mind, I played the Vanguard, which had Gideon armor, and I still got bodies.
It's like anime plot armor. Shit makes no
Actually, no,
fucking sense.
Sentinel. I beat it twice, but Sentinel I used, and he had the Gideon armor, and
Plot armor.
you had like the shield, and you had another shit. Nope, he had plot armor.
The plot.
They ain't fucking mad
It's
what
like
you
two
had.
different games from that point.
Exactly. But going back to the thing, is the lack of preparedness. It's like PS2 was coming. We know what's coming. They talk about this emotion engine, which is clearly marketing bullshit.
Right.
It was.
But
Just a hard to fucking build for it process. Right?
basically, I remember the first couple of games for PS2, and I'm like, some of them were okay, but some of them were mostly.
Take a tag, baby.
Take a Tag was great. Remember the bouncer? It was fucking weird.
I like.
It was like it was cool, but I'm like, why is this a beat 'em up when I'm taking mad long to beat someone
I like
up? Like
Bouncer's concept, but that game had issues.
it did. It definitely did. The fight they had the shoehorn in the multiplayer where Duragon was just broken at all
Why
points.
is Duragon just fucking shattered?
Every single point. There was no balance for the
I
multiplayer.
think there was one version of him without an arm and he still shattered.
Oh yeah, because that's how you fight him in the game. You fight him 3 times. You fight him one with one arm tied behind his back.
Yeah.
Or he just puts it behind and keeps his leg up and shit. I'm like, all right. And the second one's like, all right, you can get 2. So you can fight 2. And the third one, he just takes off his jacket. Like, fuck this shit. Like, nigga not wearing a shirt on that jacket. That's how you break. Like, it's winter and shit. Like, you wow. And that one chick was just absurdly broken for some reason. Like, how'd you let yourself get abducted? Like, but nah. Yeah, they didn't.
I really hate when they make a female look badass and then she becomes a damsel. I'm like, why did you make her look badass?
She was even look. She had one badass scene,
Like,
but
you're
then
trying to subvert the trope, like make her be badass full on.
yeah, that's what I'm saying. She had literally one scene of being badass, like, and that was like towards the end. I'm like, so this whole thing was useless. Got it.
Got it.
Cool. She could have beat Durgan herself with the fucking shit she was doing. But nah, man, yo, Dreamcast did not prepare. They didn't do much with their AAAs. They weren't at all like worried about the PlayStations. Like, oh, where there were some things that were cool. Like there were some things that you noticed the difference. That it's like, okay, Dreamcast may have a shot here. Dead or Alive, for instance. DOA 2 specifically. It had a port for PS, and this is when they showed the weaknesses of PlayStation, like the bloom, the alias and artifacts and shit like that, because it wasn't built for the PlayStation, so it's like the polygon count and all that was basically the same, right? So they didn't show their upgrade versus the Dreamcast, but it just showed flaws. At that point, it was like, oh man, this is not a good look for PlayStation, right? And then a little bit after the fact, and remember that Ultimate Edition only came out for Japan and Dreamcast. It didn't come out in the US. We had the regular DOA 2, which was whatever at that point, right? So, yeah, over time, they just like, just fell. Just kept falling and kept falling. The games in Japan, the market was still a little bit vibrant, but then it started to die out over time. And, like, they kept focusing on arcade shit. And, like, you need long term.
They needed a game that, I don't know, I don't want to say an RPG, but something with a lot of replay value.
I mean, they had like 3, but that was about it, which was, again, like Skies of Arcadia. If you're a fighting fan, any of them. And then...
When I saw the game, I was like, oh, I was basically just going by pictures. Like, I had no idea what the shit. I was going by cover art.
They needed something with a brand loyalty that was going to have some replay value. Maybe not Sonic.
It was Sonic, though.
But something like, I'm not even going to say on Sonic's level, but something that's just has good brand loyalty that could push and buy them some time.
That's what it should have done. Like, honestly, and I don't think they try to pull anything from the other ones. Remember, Knights didn't come out for Dreamcast.
It did not.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Why?
What the fuck? Guardian Legend didn't come out. Panzer Dragoon?
Yo, the IPs.
Let me tell you something.
IPs at?
Where did they go? They went to Xbox.
Xbox. After the fact.
So
Jet Set Radio 2. Xbox. Sonic Adventure 2. GameCube. Like,
well, Sonic Adventure 2 was Dreamcast.
Oh, it was. Yeah, you're right. It was
that was a port.
Yeah, you're right. Because it was Sonic Adventure 2 Battle.
The Dreamcast version, the GameCube version, all it did really was run at 60 for longer, because Dreamcast ran at 60, but it did slow down a bit.
But what the fuck is my Jet Set Radio 2?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. They missed opportunities all over the goddamn place. And the problem is also they kept dropping the price for Dreamcast.
Why do companies sleep on their IPs?
I don't know. Where the fuck is where was Vector Man this whole time?
Word.
How did his?
At least do like a collection or some shit.
The thing is, the collections only come out now. Like there's Mad collections for 360. It's Mad collections
Where
for
was the collection on the Dreamcast?
Yeah, exactly.
Sega
collections.
Yeah, lit.
Very easy to do.
Very
People have and then
they weren't thinking about that back then.
And that was the problem, because now people want to talk about the other thing. Power Stone was perfect, and this shows exactly what they could have done, and this is what pissed me off more about them.
Yeah.
Let's talk. So they want to talk about that. What about piracy? Right? People always say piracy was always a big way to make it die. Niggas need to understand that PlayStation was far fucking worse. Yeah. I knew this one dude whose entire collection. Now let's see that bookshelf. Yeah. Imagine that twice as long. Just one shelf of it though, just twice as long. Mm-hmm. All PlayStation games, none of them legit.
Yep.
Right, so just think of how many that would be. That's probably at least like 200.
Because they had like the boot discs and whatnot. So yeah.
Your PlayStation though, you could have just used it with a fucking what's that shit called?
Mods.
No, not even. Well, you could do the chip, which fucks up your system, or you could do the Game Shark method.
Game Shark.
You put the spring on the fucking thing, put a real game in, and switch it out. Like it was horrible. Like the fucking worst. It was so easy to get PS games back then. Like it was so bad. But PlayStation 1 still
advertising.
Exactly, but they still managed to work though.
It was still hidden.
They were still hidden. So I could say that, but I'm like, what's Dreamcast?
It's a weak library then.
It is. There's a lot of games that were Japan only that never came out, and they should have. Yeah. Frame God, for instance, that was like a medieval version of Armored Core, which actually was a pretty tight gameplay. Never came out here. Right.
It was mad exclusive.
There was another version of a Virtual On that had like customizable robots.
Wow.
The fuck?
Sounds perfect.
That would have been a hit here. Like, but no, they didn't do that. Like,
I think Japan thinks that. Especially back then, I don't think they think that now. Especially with the boom of anime.
Only built here.
No, we're gonna get into that.
So what?
No,
El Rain, what's going on? What the fuck is up? We getting demonetized, baby. We just talking about games and shit. Go ahead, Berg.
The Dreamcast. We just settled here for some
greatest simp.
I think that back then, because I know we're gonna say, well, Dragon Ball was big here, Sailor Moon was big here, Pokemon's big here, but I don't think anime in general and Japanese stuff in general was widely accepted in the mainstream here. So they probably thought certain games just wasn't going to do well here.
That was an assumption.
That
but
was
the problem
an assumption.
is, and here's my problem with that whole scenario though, is like that assumption is usually circumvented by facts. Like if you look at Jet Set, that was one of the highest selling games for Dreamcast. That was a purely Japanese style game. You look at fucking Space Channel Goddamn 5.
What?
Let's look at Samba de Amigo.
Made no sense.
Choo Choo Rocket.
Choo Choo Rocket, yep.
That shit was Japanese as fuck.
It is.
That shit sold like hotcakes.
Rapper too. The fuck. That
Yeah,
whole
but
aesthetic.
a lot of those games have a kiddish aesthetic, so maybe they took the risk thinking, oh, maybe kids will like this. But something more mature, I don't think they was ready to take that risk.
A mature style Japanese game for, let's say, the Dreamcast.
There was plenty. Right?
Alone in the Dark. Yo, Alone in the Dark was actually low key really fucking good. Yeah. It was like a Resident Evil game, but the thing was, the main thing was lighting. The main point of that game was light, because most of the time pre-rendered backgrounds. That was Europe only. I had a version of the game. I was on Dreamcast for as long as I could be.
Yo, I love Dreamcast.
Right, I tried to stay on long after it died.
Inferior. I'm like, what the hell am I playing?
But yeah, no, they had.
Waste of my time. Then it died. Then Dynasty Warriors 3. That was my only
Truth.
Yeah, and that was the thing. Like with the after PlayStation sorted out PS2, sorted out its issues, then it wasn't a problem. Yeah. Like once they released Gran Turismo 3, it literally invalidated every single racing game that came out before it. Pretty much. Period.
It was a wrap.
It was fucking hard. That was the first thing that I remember with a force. I know PC had it, but it had force feedback wheels and shit.
That literally cost 60 and stayed 60 for years. I'm like, what is this game?
GTA spec.
Oh, yeah.
GT3.
Once GTA came out?
Oh, yeah. Once GTA came out.
Oh, no. That was probably the most popular game of all time.
That's PlayStation 3, though.
That was 2.
2.
Grand Theft Auto 2?
3? Yeah, 2 or whatever.
No, you're right.
That shit was everywhere.
Yeah.
That shit was everywhere.
Yeah, GTA.
That shit was literally impactful for the fucking community.
Because remember, there was Vice City and then San Andreas.
I love Vice City. I ain't even going to
Yo, Vice City was kind of dope.
Vice City was probably...
It was my favorite one, even though it's like San Andreas did a lot of stuff.
the best one.
San Andreas is better,
But there's something about Vice
aesthetic.
City.
I love Vice
I think Vice City reminds me of Saints Row, like we were just talking about. It doesn't take itself seriously at all. At fucking all.
I was just riding around, listening to fucking radio.
Yeah.
I
was just doing stunts.
James, it was great. Yeah, it was.
Oh, there was like an 80s aesthetic there too, right?
Yeah, exactly.
So maybe that's why.
The 80s was great. Because everything was like neon and shit.
Exactly. I remember the motorcycles came in. And the way you jack a motorcycle, you just drop kick it off and then you land on it all cool. Like, that was fucking. I'm like, well, shit.
You just fucking hopping rooftops. I would just do it with the whole length of the fucking street.
Ellie with the correction, GTA 3 was PlayStation.
Yeah.
Are we gonna get the Mario Kart mobile game?
There's a Mario Kart mobile game.
There's a commercial actually.
Oh shit.
Apparently.
I don't know. I guess.
Ellie,
I'll look into it.
you're the one that's here. Are we telling them about the Pokemon? What are we doing?
Smash thing?
Yeah. Ellie, if we became a Pokemon channel, what do you think? Is that a good idea? Is that a bad idea? Is that a horrible idea? Or should we just... What do you think? Let me know.
And also, if we became a Smash Brothers channel.
Yes.
Same thing applies.
Same question. But yeah. Yeah, GTA 3 was PlayStation 2.
PS2.
It was 2.
All of those three that we were talking about, that's PlayStation 2.
Yeah.
Because the original GTA, the first one was PC only. The second one was
top-down bullshit.
The second one was PC as well as PS1.
Mm-hmm. It was interesting.
It was interesting. Yeah, it was definitely.
I played GTA 3 first, so going back to see where it came from was interesting.
Yeah.
I don't know if I would have fucked with it when it first came out.
Actually, I did play it too. I had no idea what was going on. But yeah.
Because I remember around that time, that's when I started playing PC games, and I realized it was so different. Like, I remember there was this Mafia strategy game that I remember playing. It's like an RTS Mafia game. That shit was fucking lit. I remember playing that game Mafia or Mafia 2. Yeah. It was like an old school GTA. Like those were fucking great. He's just like a getaway driver.
The first Call of Duty, it was
the keyboard and mouse. Yo,
I
the fucking
do it.
what was that game? What was that one game? Fuck.
As long
Hitman, the first one. Code 47.
Question.
What up?
Well, Ellie said, as long as Berg doesn't go all fucking crazy and conspiracy Berg, y'all do you.
All right. I mean, all crazy or like half crazy?
All crazy.
Okay, I won't let him go all crazy.
Well, how crazy are we talking here?
All the way up.
Right.
But nah, man.
All crazy Berg? Nah, I won't let that happen. I'll slap him back to reality. But yes.
Let's go back to reality.
The truth is
out there goes gravity.
There goes
the
mom,
harness.
Mom's spaghetti. Yes.
There goes the harness.
Bars. God damn. Back to
But nah, man, that's the thing. So it's like, yo, those systems even going up to now, like, again, Dreamcast didn't prepare. And then PlayStation decided to say, we're going to do just what we did as PS1 and release everything. And we if it bombed.
and they had didn't they have the fucking backwards compatibility?
They had.
God damn.
And they had a cool thing, too. They had it where you had to smooth the textures and speed up the load times.
Yeah.
There was one game, I think, for PlayStation 1 that was made for PS2. It was Gundam Battle Assault. I first played it as a bootleg, just all Japanese, years ago. They released the first one. It was whatever. They had like 1 or 2 wing things for the U.S. market because that came out around that time. Then they had number 2. And they had everything up until G Gundam, which was fucking insane. And what was cool about the game, it was 0 load times. The shit took up mad space on the screen, and then it's like when they put the smoothing, it looked like a PS2 game. It looked shit like a PS2 game with no load time. I'm like, this makes no sense. Like, that was the best
first couple of Pokemon rants will be positive, if that helps. And they won't be more than 2 minutes.
I have not seen the comments.
Listen.
Said no Pokemon rants on Bird because he does not read chat.
I've only ranted long about Pokemon because I care.
Ooh.
I've been invested in Pokemon since 97, 98.
God damn, that's a long time.
Is that the first one?
The first one came out in 96, but I think we got it till like 97, 98.
We didn't get it till 98.
So it's been out too long and made too much money to be ass.
Cap him at 2 minutes.
Yes, cap him 2 minutes.
That's my take on it. It's been out too long and made too much money. Shouldn't be ass.
Yeah.
Like a Pokemon game should come out and we should all be, yeah, Pokemon!
That's me right now.
I shouldn't be fucking mad that we have Curry Simulator.
Listen, y'all used to watch Detective Pikachu and then get at me. We could talk
Detective
about
Pikachu
it.
Was amazing.
Oh shit, you see it? Oh, did you see it?
I saw it before you did.
You did?
Yes.
Lil Uzi Vert did the ending in Japanese. I don't care. I said it 3 podcasts. I don't give a fuck. It's still random. He's
Rich's favorite rapper.
Right. My thing is like that. Why is that Mewtwo thing a plan? They could have just took the shit off this nigga's head and been done with it. Like, kind of.
I don't.
How's this nigga spending souls?
Like a cinema scene.
Like I said when I saw it
That's
that week.
Like that. Oh, so many.
The Pokemon Detective Pikachu has a good plot, like a foundation for building a good Pokemon movie. So if they take that foundation and do something dope with it, like, I don't know, Red's journey, or talk about a different protagonist from a different game, fine. But if they're going to do another one like that for, like, a Pokemon Detective Pikachu 2, I don't know if I'm ready for that.
All right. So we got you. No more rants. He will read chat.
I can't control that.
I've been kind of better with chat as of late, but I understand.
Yeah, I can't control that.
I don't want to see Pokemon. Oh, she said she can't see Pokemon Detective.
Why?
Because her mom thinks it's inappropriate.
I'm going to tell you right now, there is, like, next to zero fighting in that movie.
Oh, nice.
Where you think there's fighting because of how they cut the trailer, they don't fight.
Mom thinks it's how old is Ellie?
I'm not sure.
Like, how's Pikachu?
Pikachu's everywhere.
No, because the trailer, the way it's cut, especially the pit fight, it looks like it's violent. It is not violent at all.
Unless there's other reasons, then you know.
It's like
you don't have to delve.
It's like zero violent.
It's too much. We got you.
Like the most violence.
Almost 20.
Wow.
Oh, okay.
Then your mind got shit to do with your movie choice.
The most
at least
violence,
21. Yeah.
The most violence.
Then you can have a beer.
is probably when they're escaping that lab and they're getting got by the freaking torteras. But they survived. Like
that wasn't shit.
Like no one dies.
That was
no one dies in that movie. So I don't
vodka.
I don't even understand.
Even the pit fight was alright. Like I'm surprised no one in the crowd died. Like
that shit was kid gloves all day.
Except that Gengar was looking sick though. Like real talk. that motherfucker was crazy.
Like the Pokemon, I guess because maybe the Pokemon look too realistic.
I suppose.
I guess.
I mean that was fine. I mean that's the idea. Look, use that technology and get into some battles. Like what was that last one?
Almost 20, but yeah, the woman pays my bills.
That's fine.
well,
shit.
At that juncture,
it's a good ride. Yeah, what you gotta do? Keep her happy. That's it. Keep that shit going.
I was about to say something, but then I'll be like, wow.
You got the Conspiracy Berg seal of approval. You can watch that movie.
Conspiracy Berg seal of approval. I don't want that seal of approval.
That sounds not good. Hell
like a bad idea.
You have nothing to worry about.
I haven't seen it either, so it's fine.
It's on Amazon right now. I'm not sure if it's gonna go on Netflix soon or not. I know it's on that Amazon shit. Wait till it becomes free.
What are you talking about?
Oh, Detective Pikachu.
Look how we cut this shit off, man. Fuck.
Oh yeah, it's about an hour.
One more topic and we'll cut it. Are we do any more about the Dreamcast?
I mean,
besides it being perfect.
around that time, they had basically killed themselves, and that was like
terrible.
They were doing too much. They were trying to hold on for dear life everywhere else but the U.S. And then that's just. And then that was that. I think the last game I remember getting. What was the last game I remember getting?
Last game I got. It's probably something with you too.
Nah, the last one, Ikaruga was the last game I got.
Ikaruga! This that you gave me. It wasn't official.
No, it was official.
Was it? Yeah, you're right.
It was official.
It was on a clear disc, yes. Wait, no, it was great. Oh, shit. Because what you call Guilty Gear was on that shit. I definitely had the dream. No, it was a perfectly legitimate Dreamcast from college. That's how I learned how to play my fighting games. Nice. Literally, Dreamcast taught me fighting games. So Dreamcast.
Yeah, the problem is like they were supposed to be GD-ROMs, but for some reason, like it looked mad real, but I guess someone gave me a weird one, and it had like a different soundtrack on it.
It was mad weird, but I cool.
It's like fuck it, I'm okay with that.
Different soundtrack.
Yeah,
my friend told her the translation of Pokemon is Pocket Demons. That's not true at all.
What?
Wow. I mean, that sucks because it's hard to dispute that. Look at it though. That's kind of fucked up. It's kind of true.
Pocket Demons.
That's fucking stupid.
Cause Mon.
Yo.
Tell her it's monsters, but
it's literally short for Pocket Monsters.
But I mean, if you go pocket and then fucking cut the DE out, it's a wrap.
Let me see that.
It sucks.
Whole time.
Yeah.
Cut out the DE.
You cut out the C.
Ouch. That's hard to dispute. That's like some fucking.
It's not hard to dispute. Just give them the original Japanese name. Look, it's Pocket Monsters.
Right.
Like,
Get
fucking Iwata on the screen. Be like, yo, it means Pokemon, Pocket Monster.
Yeah, it is Pocket Monster. That's literally what it is.
Wow.
It is literally Pocket Monster.
That's rough.
Like, you're talking to experts here.
Secondly, what's wrong with a Pocket Demon? Little devil grass.
If you can control it and it's not gonna do no fuck shit.
Controlling it. Aside from the dragons, that's what makes Skyrim good. You can summon a demon that has no loyalty to anybody. You start wrecking the place, including you. It's fucking yeah, it's like you just start screaming and just butchering.
That'd be hilarious if she played Skyrim.
Oh, God. If you play Skyrim, you should be able to watch some fucking Pikachu. I'm sorry.
If you get the chance, watch this video, Captain Christian. He does Pokemon. It's like literally the perfect lore / appreciation video I've ever seen.
He's a Jehovah's Witness.
Oh fuck! Never mind.
So
that's not much.
Jehovah's Witness is on some extra dumb shit. And
so all you need is an explanation. Jehovah's Witnesses are not evangelists. There's a very big difference between the two. Evangelists, you ain't getting shit through. At all. Jehovah's Witnesses, all you got to do is like, hey, here's the reason. Look, these are Pocket Monsters. It's whatever. It's all about collection and friendship and all this shit. And then you go watch yourself a pit fight. But
Yes.
Just completely turn it on his head. But nah.
Yeah, but if you get the chance,
Does she let you even watch anime? Because I'm like,
you gotta sneak it.
like, what kind of bullshit is this?
But yeah,
Oh man, but nah, that's
it's
it.
fine. I mean, family's rough. It's out here.
I mean, it
Gotta
is.
Gary V that shit.
Like, it is what it is. But
We
at
could do
the
it
same
at some
time,
point.
it's like, yeah, find a matinee for a couple bucks. She's not gonna be tethered to you. Do what you gotta
That's
do.
right.
If
Go
you
by
want.
yourself. It's called.
Or do you have to go with her? Like, go by yourself.
Go by yourself. It's called master dating.
No, but don't want to. What? I can't see it from here.
Do spiritistic stuff or Christmas or birthday. Oh man, that sucks.
Pokemon though
That
is
is
not
trash.
spiritistic at all, unless you catch yourself a Gengar.
Yeah, but they don't do. Yeah, it's rough because
That's
like
That is trash.
my cousin's father's mom is a Jehovah's Witness, and it's kind of weird because like now she doesn't. Yeah, she's in the family, but they don't celebrate birthdays. They don't celebrate.
Fucking Jackie from Edison was a Jehovah's Witness. I didn't know until like much later.
It happens.
But
Jackie?
but that explains a lot of shit.
It's true.
Wait, Jackie, which
A
Jackie?
white chick.
The one who was always
at the
high.
lunch table and shit.
Which one?
Those jacket.
There was two
Literally all she
Jackies,
said, no, not that Jackie.
not the
She was
one that was going out with her friend Jackie.
Right.
Okay,
Jackie.
the other one, gotcha.
Yeah.
I thought it was Spanish Jackie. Okay,
She was out here.
she was cool. But the other one, yeah, I never knew.
Yeah, that was rough. I haven't seen her since.
I just knew of her because we happened to take a lot of classes together.
Yeah.
But yeah, I learned later that she was Jehovah's
Yeah, Prince
Witness.
was
That
too,
explained
but
a lot of shit.
But she was high all the time, so I don't know.
Yo, Prince was out here though.
Who?
Prince Rogers, yo, it's rough. They gotta break out, yo. It's rough because Prince family, Jehovah's Witness, fucking Joe Jackson out here beating kids. It was like an AOA.
Yeah,
Jackson 5.
they all need to
It's
just
a
knock
thing.
that whole shit off.
She don't know I watch anime. Yeah, she probably wouldn't agree with that.
Just keep it on the low.
Yeah, start with Death Note.
She don't
Gotta
gotta know.
really
You don't
grind her
got to
gears.
call. It's okay, girl. I'ma be alright.
That actually
tonight.
it would be interesting to see a Jehovah's Witness take on Death Note because it kind of flips the whole dynamic.
Yeah.
Like the person that's supposed to be the good guy is really the bad guy.
I mean, I don't know. I didn't even get
But
far. They're never going to approach it.
Yeah, there are. I'm not even sure if anyone.
Not even
You
half.
see a
Alright,
note
give him the least bad live action one.
because you talk about the book.
What do you mean? They're all bad. What the fuck? How dare you, Bird?
Cut that
No,
shit out.
for this fucking case.
That live action
I would
was
never-
hot garbage.
First of all, let's get something straight. I would never recommend.
That was one of the worst things I've ever seen in my life.
Light Turner,
I
right?
would never recommend.
Garbage. Why?
The first thing he does is
Hot garbage.
He tells the one
I-
person that he never knew about. Oh, by the way, I can murder people by writing their name. Actually, it's gonna be an AOA though, because I know what you're saying. Right?
Thank you.
I get it, but it won't work. And here's the reason why. If you talk about the names in the book for judgment for AOA, why is people on the earth doing God's work technically? So that's a good way to like, nah.
No, I'm not
I
gonna
read some
Well,
Bible.
that's why I wouldn't hear it.
I read some Bible, but
I would like to hear a Jehovah's Witness take on it.
Nah, see,
And
that's
part
that's
two-
the problem. She sounds scary. I mean,
at part 2,
and I don't really want to get ended, so I'm just leave. I'm gonna let her rot. You know, I mean, Rich probably fight her, but
you want to
know,
go
I
and get some more shoe, scare shoe, and you know Evan spoilers and me. Good luck. But
See, I don't want you ended either.
We're
That's
not gonna
terrible.
spoil Death Note.
Nah.
Why would we do that?
first of all,
Go
don't.
watch that shit now.
Just
Stop watching this.
Yes,
podcast
turn this
and
off
Go watch
and
that.
go watch Death Note. This is actual facts.
And not the
Easy
live
top
action,
five.
but the only thing about the live action
Stay
thing that
away
was
from the
good.
live
Yes, there
action.
was one thing that
There
was
was
good.
a-
Ryuk was good.
Never
Ryuk was
watched the
perfect.
live action.
Ryuk was
Kevin
absolutely
Bacon,
perfect in
Kevin
live
Bacon.
action.
Willem Dafoe was
That's
a
it.
madman. He was
Yeah,
perfect.
yeah.
It was Will
Yeah,
Dafoe.
word.
Holy
Dafoe.
shit! You're right.
That's why it was.
He was
great.
good. So that's enough. That was two things that were good.
Okay. Willem Dafoe, I'm telling you.
I will never tell you to watch a live action anything, especially after how they butchered Rurouni Kenshin. So,
I don't even
so
know. I don't want to know.
They butchered Bleach.
Oh,
They butchered.
and how do you butcher Bleach? Bleach is already bad.
R.I.P.
They were trying to do the earlier part of Bleach, which was actually good.
Yes.
And they butchered that.
Oh man.
Fuck. So
I'll tell you, man.
So now we got 2 bad adaptations.
The first 24 for Bleach were really good. I don't know.
I like the styles.
Yeah, it was really cool. Like
I shit on Bleach because I seen the ride start to finish. So
Bleach.
I'm allowed to.
I got off halfway.
I love early Bleach and its potential and its allusions to Kingdom Hearts.
I like certain cuts that they do because they show minor amounts of genius and then just stop.
I like when they do the talking while the guy's battling.
I don't.
Clearly not.
Like I said, when he's fighting Yurikura and you see this dude, like, they just do a cross slash like every other anime, and you see one person on top, one person on the bottom, just holding their shit. And what they do is they move the bottom screen to show this nigga's hands in.
Hard.
Bye, nigga.
I don't even
Boom.
think I've seen another anime do
Who
that.
the fuck cuts like that?
That was hard.
That was a genius fucking cut. Did you see that thing?
When Trunks did it, yeah.
Yeah, but when Trunks did it, he's like, he did the slashes and he
screen.
did it. But when this motherfucker, all right, so you guys see that scene, but think about it. This nigga did one slash.
Oh man, yeah, you right.
What happened?
She's talking about that Cats garbage. Oh,
Cat.
yeah. First of all, the only Broadway musical I seen was Lion King, and I've seen the cartoon. But then I also saw Fela. Fela was lit. That was an AOA. That guy, what? He was too talented. It's an AOA. He could sing, he could dance, and he was playing the sax all broken. I'm like, what is this?
Isn't Taylor Swift in this fucking movie?
I think so, yeah. Man,
Taylor
weird.
Swift, sorry.
Taylor Swift is in it. And they got that one black dude with the weird ass smile.
Mm-hmm.
That's how they're going to get people to watch it.
Yep.
Yes. There's mad people in that shit.
I'm good.
I think Kenneth Hart's in it. No.
I'm good.
Yeah. I'm definitely good.
I think Bird's definitely going to see it
I'm
now.
definitely good at next.
Get the fuck out of here.
Let's check Pikachu too. Come on, bro. You got to see that shit.
Is it?
Yes.
My bad. You right.
Oh, goddamn sex, Pete. You can get all nuts. Yeah.
Yes, that's it. Mad weird, Jason Derulo.
Jason Derulo? Get the fuck out
Jason
of
Derulo.
here.
He said it mad times. I'm like, what is this?
Fuck out of here.
Chat's nah, I can't fuck with that.
I don't give a fuck who you are.
Yeah,
You ain't Neo.
it is.
Fuck out of here.
Wow.
You ain't Miguel.
It's not.
No.
The theme song for this Cats movie should be Too Many Cooks.
Skywalking
Too
on
many
these
cooks.
Too many
Cooks.
cooks.
Like, just like 50 billion
Ellie,
people in this bitch. Like,
When you get the chance, do yourself a favor and watch Too Many Cooks.
God. Oh,
I
God.
don't think, Berg, I don't think you've seen Too Many Cooks.
I don't think you've seen it because like your reaction wasn't
In
there.
fact, we're going to watch it after this podcast, but it's fine. Yes, Ellie, watch Too Many Cooks. Do you need to go see Six, the musical, and Hamilton? I can't see Hamilton because I can't get tickets.
I can't see
It's
him.
too much money.
Yeah, that's the reason.
Yeah,
And
that's
my wife wanted to go see it. She been on the lotto for like 4 years. It's terrible. Been on the lottery. It's rough.
How much is a ticket?
Bro, it's mad money. It's that way.
How much?
I don't know. It's too much.
It's too much. It's too much. Look, I want to be. I want to have and make enough money that I can afford
Plus, it's
that.
always sold the fuck out. I mean,
On a
maybe
whim.
it's good now, but at the time, it was terrible.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got to make
Make
enough
a
money
list
to be able to support
and
it,
have
to
bird
afford it
boxes
like a
and
movie theater. So what?
What's the list of things you got to see? I mean, it's just mad internet randomness. Okay, you right. Watch it online. That's valid.
That's valid.
Yeah. Find
Watch what online?
anything.
Pikachu.
Yes.
Yes.
Pikachu.
I guess in this case she means Hamilton.
And porn.
And the other two.
And hentai.
Wait, what?
Like I know we talk about anything on here, but do we really want to get into that?
The hentai?
Nah.
We don't have to.
There's nothing to get into.
What is there to get into?
Good.
It's a thing that exists.
Jaws get dropped, you go to work, and you're done. That's it.
It's like
In fact,
I'm sitting at a
all that
table-
does is help you get
I'm
caught.
sitting at a
right?
I'm sitting at a table with two men. I don't feel like talking about slongs, all right?
Why? What?
Why not?
All right.
All right, you want to go there?
I mean, I truly don't give a fuck.
Six, the musical.
After you see one human come out of another human, things don't matter anymore.
That's a fact.
I don't
You
give
got a point.
flying
there.
fuck.
You got a fucking
Trash,
point.
It's not human come out.
That shit does not bother me at all anymore. This is ridiculous.
Come up the stairs, turn fucking
That was horrible. That one was horrible. I think I told that story already, though. It was just...
Why is he having this Sigma Burl scream and yell?
No, I don't hear. Yeah, the fuck out of here.
Flying Furies are correct.
I don't want to hear that. Don't associate that with that. The fuck out of here.
Yo, that would be.
Oh god, it's her.
And then one of those dudes is like just ganning or some shit.
God damn.
Fucking Ryan or some bullshit. Oh god. Fucking dusty balls and shit.
Oh god.
Oh god.
It's too much to handle.
I'm going in.
It's just like the problem
Why am I
was
being arrested?
my thing is the problem with that story is not the fact that it was on. If he was into it, whatever. The fact that you walk into it
Yeah,
completely unexpectedly, and then you're like, I think the motherfucker must have unpaused as soon as they had because I ain't hear anything. Open the door,
exactly what
and it was
happened.
loud.
The door
The bass, you felt the vibration of the bass. So I felt kind of mad violated.
This mad assault to the eardrums.
Yeah, it was just fucking hard. I'm like, come on, bro.
I
Really?
was like, why? Just why?
It was horrible.
Look,
I tried to prevent it at least.
Look, I got some good friends and I got some shit friends too. That's what happens.
Just walked in.
That was bad.
And this is why we hate trolls.
That motherfucker trolled the hell out of everybody. I think it's like 4 of us going up there. It's a big screen TV and this motherfucker has speakers.
Get out.
I don't know about
the
that.
door line.
Nah, real talk. One of them actually just left though. One just like, I'm out. Like, y'all do whatever.
Ruined.
You failed, mate. Vision mailed.
We were supposed to play fucking NBA no, it wasn't 2K. It was live at that time. It was like we was playing NBA live. Like we were supposed to have a 5-man squad versus people, and we lost a person on the spot.
Man down.
Man down.
So we had like a CPU there. We just lost right there. I'm like, come on, man. And I'm just the whole time like, why, nigga?
Why? Failing.
That was bad, but yeah. And like, I don't even need to tell the gist of the story. Just make up your own thoughts. Like, walked into something that I really shouldn't have ever seen. Alright.
Out of his own accord.
It was on TV.
Not even by accident. Yeah.
It wasn't an accident. That nigga planned that.
It's like you click the wrong thing and it starts. You can't even unclick.
Nah, he clicked one thing.
It works. You get PC freezes.
Oh no!
You hear his footsteps coming. Fuck it. I just unplugged the shit at that point. Like, fuck this shit.
Or like a black screen just sitting in front of like, I'm like, what?
Alright, Ellie, we'll catch you later. We're gonna end soon.
No, we're gonna end soon.
Yeah.
It's coming through.
No problem. Actually, we're gonna end right now.
Yeah, we're gonna end right now.
Yeah, I'm done. I'm fucking
Tired of shit. I got work.
You got no more hot takes of people trolling you?
Nah, not for this week. I'll remember something by the time the stream ends.
God.
God damn it. Just ruined my fucking night. Yo, have a goddamn good one. Woo! I said that on purpose like that.
Throw that itch out the window, bro. Exactly. We gotta shoot that shit with a shotgun.
We're gonna wrap it up then.
Wrap it up then.
We're gonna wrap it up.
We're gonna wrap it up then.
What? Who's doing it?
To this day.
To this day.
That Migos skit is just too funny.
Bye.
Alright, bye.
Wrap it up then.